I'm Nagma Shahid, research scholar from Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Now I'm presenting my paper on topic integrating STEM education with classroom practices for choosing a suitable career at secondary level. So basically the STEM education is not a new concept in front of all of us. All stakeholders who belongs to the education department or educations, so they all know very well about the STEM. STEM basically we know about it means for science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Actually, now stakeholders are trying to cope up and integrate the STEM education in the secondary schools, because finally our outcome to prepare a such type of workforce or empowered our students of secondary education, which finally gives an output in such a field, technological fields. So in this time, because we are too much globalized and a competitive area in this era, we can't ignore the STEM education. So especially now, what is STEM education? Now we talk about STEM education. STEM education is actually the application of knowledge and skills. In our Indian context, education system is basically based on the theory, not on the practical, and we are much more trying, all stakeholders like policy makers, students, teachers and teacher educators, all are much more trying to integrate all these things and skills based education. So STEM education is also much more inculcate and force all these things to improve the technologies, because a basic skills about and then basic knowledge about the technology is not a layman having to know such type of knowledge to tackle the technology. So inculcate these things in a secondary education, because secondary education is a very crucial point and a very important part of the life, where students overlaps with the overall development and the career choose after 10th class. So it is very important for all of us and all stakeholders to work on STEM education. Especially teachers play a key role in this field. And now, especially when we talk about STEM education, we are when we take an approach as a traditional approach, it never will becomes true. When we want to it will becomes true, then it is very necessary for all us to inculcate the constructivist approach and the inquiry based approach and the project based learning, which inculcate STEM education in our secondary education. Now, suitable career. There are many suitable careers comes from these STEM education. Firstly, in a field of science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So all four branches come out from these STEM educations. So basically I have focused when we talk about Indian context, India has no such an infrastructure to integrate all these in a rural areas and also in a urban areas. But stakeholders are still trying to inculcate all these things in our school system. Just I have studied and take some strategies to how to inculcate and integrate the STEM education in our secondary education. Firstly, develop the awareness about the STEM education, because a very few persons know about it, because not much more persons and stakeholders are aware about the STEM education. So policy makers and government should try to aware the stakeholders and teachers about the STEM education. And the second thing is understanding about the fundamental understanding about the concept of a STEM education, because the fundamental understanding is not present in the mind of teachers, and also teacher educators not much more aware about how it is the basically it's the fundamental understanding. And next thing is enhance the ability of application. So either it's the mathematics or technology. So keep all these knowledges in a real and practical life situation. Next, inculcate values among the students. In secondary education, it is a very crucial step where you inculcate the